Wicked Dragon of the Hidden City. The Hidden City. A subterranean world, and a capital city where many intellectual races cohabitate. There is no sun nor sky here, yet there is an abundance of nature. The grace of nature cannot be taken for granted, as it is an important part of life for the inhabitants. For example, the moss that covers the walls of the large caves glow at regular intervals, illuminating the darkness. This light emulates day and night time, just like the sun that gives plants and animals the power to live. No one knows the origin of this world and how this world became to be what it is. The metropolis is a culmination of nature's bounty and the will of various species to coexist with one another. In this underground world where many call home, there are beings feared as calamities from ancient times. Living legends that stands at the top of all life in the underground. The wicked 8 dragons called the Subterror Behemoth. To the inhabitants of the subterranean, surviving and effectively hiding from these so-called calamities was a higher priority than finding food to eat. As long as these calamities exist, finding a safe haven is a difficult undertaking. The Subterror Behemoth terrorize those who live in the subterranean world. Many tales of these beasts have been told amongst the tribes that live there. Caves reinforced with hard bedrock can be found throughout the subterranean world. Much of it is natural terrain, but parts of it have been bored by those who live in this world. The feared being for those pioneers hides in places like rock faces and cliffs, the Subterror Behemoth Stalagmo. Its body looks like it's made out of stone, and black mucus flows from areas that appear to be its joints. Once that liquid gets hold of your body, there is no way to evade its attack. According to those who've seen Stalagmo, they were horrified by how agile the red-eyed chunk of rock can be. In this limited world, there are many other dragons that call the place their habitat. The Subterror Behemoth Voltelyric is a dragon that can create thunderclouds within the caves. This world also has flying creatures, such as birds and flying dragons. But the Voltelyric has a distinctly different ecology from them. They have wings, but they don't flap them. Rather, they fly freely within the subterranean, as if floating through the air. Its body is always enveloped in electricity, and anybody that approaches will be paralyzed, or worse, killed. The sky is not the only dangerous place. Even deep underground, dragons lurk. Digging through the ground with horns and claws is the Subterror Behemoth Umastrix. Although its eyesight is poor, it can use its 5 pairs of whiskers to feel around. It is able to sense any hostile beings in its surroundings, and hunt it down with persistence. The Umastrix leaves behind a trail of abnormal sinkholes and ridges. Villages have been annihilated from being in the path of the wicked dragon. There are also volcanoes in this subterranean world. Volcanic ash paints the area gray, and anything the lava touches burns. In the volcanoes, there is a chance that a Subterror Behemoth Ultramaphus might lurk within. The Ultramaphus is a walking volcano that envelops hot magma. However, it is not always active, and may be dormant for certain periods. The ecology of this dragon and natural volcanic activity cannot be linked together. But for the tribes that live near the volcanoes, the correlation is obvious. Volcanic eruptions are a sign that the Ultramorphous is awakening, they claim. Even in the subterranean world, water is an important resource. It provides sustenance to the flora and fauna of the underground. One of the sources of said water is a huge underground lake. There lives the Lord of the Lake, named Subterror behemoth Stygokraken. When it lurks in the lake bed, it is difficult for even aquatic creatures to see through its camouflage. In motion, its four horns emit red light. It only takes an instant to devour its prey. Because the lake is its habitat, it is seemingly easy to spot, but it is a highly elusive dragon. The bottom of the lake has a waterway that leads to another hidden area in the lake. There are many myths about the lake, but no one has been able to uncover them. The underworld has a range of climates, one of which is an icy field. That icy field is a stronghold of another dragon. That is the Ice Dragon, Subterror behemoth Phosphoro Glacier. Its entire body is covered with ice. The torso has a glowing sphere that glows as if it embodies the radiance of life. Fascinated by its glorious appearance, many have lost their lives getting too close to it. The sentient race that build this city build graves and mourn the dead. In a world of danger, will death give us the peace we long for? Subterror behemoth Dragosweri makes the living ask such questions. Even in death, the wicked dragon continues to move as a skeleton. According to one legend, it is said that the Dragosweri eats the souls of the dead. Occasionally, its body would faintly glow red with the lament of a soul that it consumed. Finally, there is a legendary dragon that sits atop the previous 7. The Wicked Dragon King, Subterror behemoth Speleogeist. Compared to the other dragons, there is no accurate description of the Wicked Dragon. One legend says, like an evil spirit, full of darkness, the Dragon King rules this world. Another legend says, the king prevents the other dragons from expanding their territories. Others say, the wicked dragons bring upon calamity to display their might to the king. Needless to say, the lore of the dragon is shrouded in mystery. The inhabitants of the underground live in fear every day, hoping to one day escape these calamities. Someday, someone will stand up and defeat the calamities. They live with a faint glimmer of hope that a hero will arrive one day.